this shit. Tell them crackers I bleed the fifth. Bring that fire like Prometheus. I ain't tripping off that measly shit. Debba keep the fifth. Malak just got some bullets they heat seeking shit.
1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you, with meekness and fear.
Yeah, man, you gotta be ready to give an answer. Hey, excuse me, can I ask you guys a question, man? You guys believe in the Bible? Not so much.
More or less.
More or less. Well, why don't you believe in the Bible?
Or, I mean, there's some good stuff there. I'm more into science.
You're more into science.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I gotta chase my son.
Well, I mean, you bring your son down, man. We want to talk to him too.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm not too sure, but I just want to let you know, man. If you're a European, you're going into slavery.
Right.
Right. Let's get back to it. What was you thinking? Revelation 11.
I am the pleasure of death of the wicked, because the wicked may turn from his way and live. Turn from the way of the Lord, for righteous be God, for house of Israel. You see the Bible?
Got it?
Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 through 2.
Bring it out.
And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of God.
Right? This is the temple of God we're talking about here. Right? Everybody want to be part of the temple of God, right? You want to be part of the temple of God? Hey, you in the car over there, you want to be part of the temple of God? Right? You want to enter the temple of God? Who wants to enter in the temple of God? Right? I'm sure everybody out here should want to enter the temple of God. Sounds like a good place, man.
Rise and measure the temple of God and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not.
Whoa, wait. There's a part in the temple of God that's not to be measured. I mean, you know, it should sound a little fishy, man. When you think we should make there should be enough space for everybody.
But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Whoa! So that temple of God, man, the Gentiles aren't going to be part of that, right? That's the love that He has. That's the love that He has for the rest of mankind.
Right.
He don't want you part of His temple, right? That spiritual temple that He's going to have built. He don't want you part of it, right? He don't want that. He's saying you have nothing to do with it. If you're not Black, Latino, or Native American, you have nothing to do with His temple, right? It's got nothing to do with you.
Now this is Ezra 4:2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your God as you do.
Right? So these heathens, man, they came up to our ancestors Zerubbabel, man. We was commissioned to build the second temple, right? And these heathens understood the power that we held, right? And they wanted to be a part of it. Hey, man, I want to help you build that temple. I want a little bit of that power. Right? I see you about to do big things over here. I want to be a part of it. Can we be a part of it?
And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither.
Right? We've been sacrificing to your God the same way you've been sacrificing to your God, man. But we just haven't been doing it at the temple. Right? We want to sacrifice to your God at the temple that your God told you to erect.
But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, You have nothing to do with us to build a house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel, as King Cyrus, king of Persia, had commanded us.
Right? He said, even though you sacrifice to our God, even though you want to sacrifice to our God, even though you want to help us build our temple, right? This ain't about you. This ain't got nothing to do with you, right? You go back over there. You go back over there and sacrifice to our God, right? We gonna build our temple. We gonna sacrifice to our God because He only cares for us. Right? It's got absolutely nothing to do with you because you are not an Israelite.
In Zechariah 8:23, thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you.
Right? You got people from all over, right? Different nations of people holding on, cleaving to us for dear life, because the Most High is with us, right? And you know, we're gonna feed you some crumbs, right? We're gonna spread out that love for the rest of mankind, right? Because that's what we were charged to do. Charged to be a light to you heathens, right? Charged to teach you heathens how to act, right? That's what we charged to do.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 24. For thou lovest all the things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hadst hated it.
Right? You see that? The Most High loves all his creations, man. He loves everything that he's ever made. He loves it, right? He enjoys it, right? He loves the Edomite, as wicked as you are, right? He loves the Canaanite, as wicked as you are. He even loves them incest babies, the Moabites and the Ammonites, man. He loves you. He made you. How can he not love you, right? But there's a caveat to that love, right? He doesn't love you the same way he loves us.
Right.
It's different, right? It's different. Bring that up.
This is Matthew 25 and 31. Yeah, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations.
Right, so when Christ comes back, all of mankind is going to be gathered together in one spot, right? It's going to be beautiful, right? You're gonna have your Chinese people, you're gonna have your Japanese people, you're gonna have your different types of Africans, you're gonna have your different types of Polynesians, you're gonna have your different types of white people, you're gonna have your different types of Arabs. It's gonna be great. Even Israel, we're gonna be there. We're gonna participate in this fun, right? Everybody's gonna be there, right? But when the Most High but when the Most High sends his son back, hey, what's going on, brother? Oh, you know you're an Israelite, huh? I think I've seen you around before. Yeah. So how you been? Fantastic. You got any questions, man? No? You remember talking to us? You remember what tribe you from? What tribe? No, you check on that sign, man. You see what tribe you from? Where the tribe you from? What you on the bottom of the fire right there. You see it say like African American, say Jamaican, Haitian, right? Look like a Judite. You a Judite, right? You African American? You don't know which one you are? You don't know if you're African American? You don't know? Yeah, you African American, right? Yeah, it's a Judite, right? You know that's a powerful tribe, man. You know Christ came from that tribe. Right? That's the king. That's the kingly tribe, man. Absolutely. Hey, Lord willing. Hey, yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, but so since you know you're an Israelite, right? So you know there's a specific duty that we're charged with doing. Right? You have any idea what that is? No idea what that duty is, right? No idea. You got it.
This is Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Right? So we got to keep the commandments that he gave us, man. Right? We got to keep. Let me ask you something, man. How old are you? You 16? You 16? So I see, man. It don't look like you getting any facial hair yet, huh? Nah, not yet. You know we charge to keep our facial hair, right? That's something we commanded to do, right? Because it's a sign of manhood, right? Do you know that? It's a sign of manhood. Because, you know, I tell brothers all the time, we got two types of people who can't grow beards, and that's women and children, right? So when you get, so when you get to that manhood, you start growing that facial hair, man. That's the Lord, man. The Lord letting you know, hey, man, you're becoming a man right now, right? Right?
Now, this is Leviticus 19:27, and you shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right? You keep your beard, man. You keep your facial hair, right? You know, because man, there's although there's a we're told to shave our faces, right? But there's a lot of sisters, they love beards. They love beards on men.
Right.
They can't get enough of it, right? You get that beard going. They start, man. They get their fingers all in your beard, right? And they just love it, man. They don't know how they can't control themselves around you, man. Get that beard going, right? Let me ask you something. You eat pork? Hey, that's all praise. That's another thing we're not supposed to eat.
Right.
Right? Hey, but why don't you eat pork though? No reason? Just don't eat it? Because it's nasty? That's right. What about what about shrimp? You eat shrimp, lobster? You eat it if it's there. You know he told us not to eat that stuff.
Right.
Right? But they're like sea roaches, man. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna eat a roach, man. They say they got the same biology. Right? They do the same thing. They garbage disposal, man. They clean up. All the waste that's left over, man, they come in. Roaches, they get into everything. They start eating, clean up after you. Right? That's what the roaches do. Right? But when you go in the sea, you need something to clean it up. That's what the snails are. That's what the shrimp is for. Shrimp, the shellfish, the crabs, and the lobsters. Right? That's what they do, man. They clean it all up. Right? And everything that goes in them. Me personally, I like to call it the ilk. Right? All that stuff, all that madness that they eat, man, is staying in you. It's staying in them. Right? Because it don't go out. Right? They thrive off of that stuff. Right? So whenever you eat them, you eat that. Right? You know how they say you are what you eat? Right? They say you are what you eat, but I'm taking it a step further. I say you are what you eats. Right? So if the crab is eating the dirt, and you eating the crab, you might as well just eat the dirt.
That's right.
Right? Bypass the crab and just eat the dirt, man. You might as well just go straight for the dirt. Go straight for the dirt, man. Right? What's the point of you eating the crab? Just go straight for the dirt. Right? Want to eat seafood? Right? Hey, how much time?
7 minutes.
7 minutes? Oh yeah, so we got on top of that. So hold on, wait, let me see something real quick. Because I was saying, because the laws that were given to us, right? Although like they refer to them as the laws of Noah. I mean the laws of Moses, right? The truth of the matter is, although they're not wrong for saying it, but the truth of the matter is that it's our heritage, right? It's our culture, right? That's what makes up who we are, right? That's what makes us unique as a people, right? The culture that the Most High gave us, right? Right? That's what makes up, man. That's the culture that we got to keep. It's all part of it, right? Yeah.
This is Nehemiah 8:1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded to Israel.
Right. So we got the laws that Moses gave us, right? Because when you go in the Bible and you read the Old Testament, it says, you say, "Thus saith the Lord, speak unto the children of Israel, thou shalt not," right? All that. That's what it's talking about when it says the laws of Moses.
Verse 8, So they read in the book, in the law of God distinctly, and gave them sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Right? So they, hey man, that's the culture that we get, right? That's part of the culture, right? But check this out though. You got it?
Numbers chapter 15, verse 37 to 38, actually to 39. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Right? You see that, man? Here it go again, man. Thus saith the Lord, right? Speak unto the children of Israel, right? This is him directing us on how we have to operate as a people, right? It says to make telling us to make fringes on our garments, right? You see you see all the brothers up here, man. We in fringes, right? That's part of what y'all kids today like to call the drip, right? Right? They saucy, ain't they? Ain't saucy? What you ain't feeling it? Ain't saucy? Right? That's the drip, man. That's part of our culture, right? Part of our culture. You should be wearing these, right?
Right.
Right?
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
Right? So he told us to wear these fringes as part of our culture to help us remember our culture. Right? Because you see a lot of brothers, right? What, you like anime? No, you don't like anime, but you know brothers that like anime, right? Right? Because you ever see them really get off into it, start dressing up as Naruto, start dressing up like the characters? It's madness, right? You looking at these brothers, like ain't nothing Japanese about you.
Right.
Right? But if they had these fringes on, they remember that, man, I'm not Japanese. I shouldn't be dressing up like this character. I'm not Naruto, right? Right? I don't go running, although I'll admit Dragon Ball Z is dope, but I'm not Japanese. I'm not Goku. I don't do that, right? That's just not what we do, right? Right? We do something else, right? That's not our culture. That's not our people, right? So you got any other questions before I close out and get past it to the next speaker? Nice information. Let me ask. Hold on. Wait. Before I close out I got one question. I got a question for you. So according to the Bible, right? According to the Bible, that the Most High, He set up. He promised us that He was going to give us the office to rule the world, right? We're going to be in that position. We're going to be the rulers of the world. What do you think about that? Probably will. Sound good to you, huh? Right? Giving these other nations orders, right? Right, the same way they walking around giving us orders. Hey, we can't do that. You can't be out past what, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever the case is. Setting up curfews, right? You in the wrong, you get pulled over by the cops. You in the wrong neighborhood. What you doing around here? We're gonna be doing that to them.
Right.
Right? It's gonna be switched. You got a piece of it?
It's Revelation 5 and 10.
Right.
It has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
Right. So He said kings, priests. Right? We're going to be the leaders of the world, man. We're going to be the leaders of the world.
Right.
But you know what you got to do to be a leader? You know what you got to do to get set up in that office? You got to keep the culture. Right? You got to follow the laws.
Right.
Get back to the culture. Right? Stop calling yourself African American. Tell them you a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Right? If you Mexican, tell them you a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. Right? That's what we got to do, man. We got to get back to the culture. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason we in this situation, right? You ask any of our brothers, hey, who are you? What are you? Like, hey, man, I'm black. Well, I mean, you can't tell me where black people come from. Ain't no country called black. There was never a country called black.
Right.
So how are you black? Right? African American's a made-up term. Black is a color, right? Afro-American's a hairstyle, right? So we got to get back to our culture, man. We got to find out who we are, right?